guys, and welcome to Cooking with Treen. Today we're going to be making shrimp egg rolls. It's my first time making this recipe, and if you want to see how I did, let's go. Coleslaw mix. Listen, take the easy route. Some vegan egg wraps, some soy sauce, sesame oil, garlic, onion powder, black pepper, and about 10 to 12 shrimp. We're going to start off cooking our coleslaw mix. A little sesame oil. Add a little butter or margarine or whatever your preference is. I just like to cut the sesame oil because sesame oil is very strong. So I just cut it a little bit. Now we're going to add our coleslaw mix to the pan. I rinse my coleslaw mix. You don't have to, but it's your prerogative. I add that to the pan, but if you do rinse it, make sure you towel dry it. My mom told me that while she was recording, but I didn't listen to her, so a little hard-headed sometimes. So just mix that coleslaw around. Make sure everything is in the pan nice and snug. Now we're going to season it. Black pepper, the window was open, the wind was blowing, the pepper blew too. Some onion powder, that's what's on the stove, y'all, pepper. The garlic powder, I wanted fresh garlic, but I forgot when I went to the store to pick that up. So I said, all right, garlic powder will do. So then you want to just give that a nice little mix around. Make sure, every piece is incorporated. So yeah, just like that. And that's what it will look like. Now that is done, put it in a bowl and let it cool. Now we're going to work on our shrimp. Remind y'all, my mom recorded this. She doesn't have she don't do stuff like this, so bear with her. She did a good job though. She did a really good job. Surprised me. So we're going to cut our shrimp. I've been cutting my shrimp up because I use jumbo shrimp and I want it to be in bite-sized pieces. So if you use like small shrimp or the little, is it not cocktail, the little salad shrimps, you'll probably be all right. You don't have to even worry about this step. But I just wanted to cut them up. If you can see, I had to tell my mom, come on sis, come on a little closer. So cutting up my shrimp, and I do this same process. I just repeat the process the whole time. So now we're going to cook our shrimp in the same skillet that we used to cook the coleslaw, because as you can see on the bottom, we have all our seasonings and stuff. So the shrimp is about to get the same love. So add our shrimp to the pan. Oh, one tried to get away. One tried to stay on the knife. So we just cook our shrimp. Now, I know, listen, I guess this step is optional too, because I've seen a lot of recipes where raw shrimp was a part of it. And yeah, no, I didn't feel comfortable. I wanted to make sure my shrimp was actually cooked all the way through. So I just cooked them for about 3-4 minutes on medium-high heat, and voila. I then transferred this into a bowl and let it cool. Let the mixture cool. So we add the mixture in the middle of the egg roll wrapper. Make sure you get some good shrimp, and make sure you get a good amount of vegetables. And then we have some water. Now you can use egg if you want to. Water worked just fine for me. So Just add the water on all 4 edges. Make sure your filling is lined up. Fold the flap over. Then you tuck in the sides and make sure that little piece right there is tucked in, because if that is loose, it's about to be a mess when you try to fry it. So just roll them. That was my first one. They get better as I go. They get better, I'm telling you. Make sure, I can't stress this enough, make sure the filling is cool. I made some salmon cheesesteak egg rolls, and yeah, I didn't let that filling cool, and it was a hot mess. The wrapper started ripping. It was a mess. So make sure your mix is cool down before you start this process. Again, with the water on all 4 edges. And again, fold that flap closest to you over. Pinch in your sides. Do the same for the other side. And just roll it. It's like an envelope. I mean, it just depends on how you see it, but I see it like an envelope. So I just continue to make my egg rolls. I made a lot of fillings, and I had a lot of wrappers, so decided to make them. And just seal the sides. Make sure you have something to seal these sides, because again, if you put these in the oil without any sealing on it or anything, it will make a mess. Trust me, I had my fair share of trial and errors. So now this is just me rolling up the rest of them. After a while, it becomes a pretty easy process. I guess the first initial 2 is like, hold on, am I doing this right? But then you're like, okay, I'm getting somewhere. So as you can see, I started getting a little more confident, added a little bit more filling. Just make sure you roll them up. Now let's get over to the grease. Now the grease is like 350 degrees. And make sure you just drop them in there. Do not just plop them in there. The first time I fried some, I popped them in there and it almost took my mom out. So yeah, put them in there nicely. You just let these fry. I let these fry for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It just depends. Like I don't really time my cooking. I just, when I see it's like golden brown, I just like, oh, okay, that's done. So make sure you flip them around, because you see that part on this one that's like still white right there. Yeah, it wasn't cooked on that side when I didn't realize that. So just make sure you drain them on a rack. I put paper towel on mine because I don't like too much grease. So extra drain. So voila, there we have it. We have our egg rolls. They look so good, so beautiful, nice and golden brown. And that's what you want when you want an egg roll. So here goes the cut on the inside. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay? Beautiful. Yeah, I had to take a little bite after that. It was delicious, y'all. Delicious. And voila, we have our final product. Shrimp egg rolls. They were delicious. Me and my mom sat there and ate like 3 apiece.